Deserts are regions of the earth that receive very little rainfall, usually less than 250 mm per year. They cover about one-fifth of the land surface and can be hot or cold, depending on their location and climate. Deserts are characterized by extreme temperatures, low humidity, sparse vegetation, and high evaporation rates. Deserts are not lifeless wastelands. However, they are home to variety of plants and animals that have been attuned to the harsh conditions. Some of the species especially include drought tolerance, water conservation, heat tolerance, camouflage, and nocturnal activity. Deserts also have unique geological features such as sand dunes and salt flats, oases, and rock formations. Deserts are home to a variety of plants and animals that are well suited for the harsh and dry conditions. Below are some of the general characteristics of deserts and how they differ from other biomes: aridity, temperature, humidity, precipitation, drought, wind, and vegetation. We will discuss them in detail. The most obvious characteristic of desert is their lack of water. Aridity is a measure of how dry an area is based on the ratio of precipitation to potential evaporation. Potential evaporation is the amount of water that would evaporate from the surface if it is available. Deserts have a very low aridity index, meaning that they receive much less precipitation than they could potentially lose to evaporation. Aridity can be caused by various factors such as distance from the ocean, rain shadow effect, cold ocean currents, or high atmospheric pressure. Deserts are often associated with high temperatures, but this is not always the case. Temperature in desert varies greatly depending on the location, season, and time of day. Some deserts are hot and dry, such as Sahara and the Arabian Desert, where daytime temperature can reach up to 53, 54 C centigrade in summer. Other deserts, semi-arid, coastal, or cold, such as the Great Basin and Gobi deserts, where winter temperature can drop below freezing. Deserts also experience large diurnal temperature ranges, meaning that there is a big difference between day and night temperatures. This is because the dry air and sparse cloud cover all allow more solar radiation to reach the ground during the day and more heat to escape space at night. Humidity is a measure of how much water vapor is in the air. Deserts have very low humidity levels, usually below 30%. Low humidity means that the air can hold more water vapor before it becomes saturated. This makes it harder for clouds to form and for precipitation to occur. Low humidity also affects the living organisms in deserts as they lose more water through evaporation from their bodies and need to conserve water in various ways. Deserts receive very little precipitation, usually less than 25 centimeters or 10 inches per year. However, precipitation in deserts is not evenly distributed throughout the year or across different regions. Some deserts may have seasonal rains, such as the monsoon rains in the third desert or the winter rains in the Atacama Desert. Some deserts may have occasional flash floods, such as the Majora Desert or the Namib Desert. Some deserts may have fog or dew, such as the coastal deserts along the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Drought is a prolonged period of abnormally low precipitation that causes shortage of water for human and natural systems. Droughts can occur in any biome, but they are more frequent and severe in the deserts. Droughts can have negative impacts on agriculture, wildlife, health, economy, and society. Droughts can be classified in four types: meteorological drought, which is lack of because of lack of precipitation; hydrological drought, because lack of low water levels in rivers, lakes, reservoirs; and agriculture drought because of low soil moisture; and socioeconomic drought, insufficient water supply for human needs. Wind can affect the climate and landscape of desert in various ways. Wind can increase evaporation, reduce humidity by carrying away water vapor from the surface. Wind can also erode and transport sand and dust particles, creating landforms such as dunes, yardungs, and less loess deposits. Wind can also influence the distribution of seeds, pollen, and spores of plants and fungi. Vegetation is the term used to describe the plants that grow in a certain area. Vegetation in deserts is sparse and well suited to survive in dry conditions. Some of the common specialization of desert plants are they reduce life size. Is to reduce water loss through transpiration. Thick cuticle is to prevent water loss through evaporation. Spines or hairs is to reflect sunlight and reduce heat absorption. Deep or wide roots is to access water from underground or nearby sources. Succulents is to store water in stems or leaves. Cam photosynthesis takes in the carbon dioxide at night, used for photosynthesis during the day.